It's a topic many parents fail to discuss with their kids: money and finances. In her new book, Make Your Kid a Money Genius Even If You're Not, Beth Kovliner shares some tips.
The book just cracked the New York Times bestseller list. Beth joining us in studio this morning. She's happy about that. Good morning to you and congratulations.
Good morning. Thank you. Really excited and glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. Let's talk about kids and money because we were just discussing this just before we came back. It's hard for parents who don't necessarily know much about money and how to deal with money to teach their kids about it because they want to seem like they know everything for their kids.
You know, research shows we talk to kids about sex, drugs, and alcohol much more than we talk about money.
Because we know about those things.
Because we know about those things. Speak for yourself, Sean. No, we know, we know about those things, but we also, there are scripts that are written to teach us how to talk to kids about this. When it comes to money, it's sort of off the table. Nobody really knows how to do it. It's really a taboo topic.
One of the ways I would think to do it is to actually get them immersed in your own finances.
It's a great point, yeah. Especially, I think, when you have household finances, if you have a father and a mother, it's important to bring the kids in and watch both of you manage the money. You know, often the mother will be the one shopping, paying the bills, and the dad is the one doing saving and investing. So you want to get your kids realizing that they both can do both of those tasks. It's very important.
So let's talk about how we start. If we as parents don't necessarily know how to manage our money, how do we teach our kids to do it?
Right, right. Well, honestly, and I don't want to promote my New York Times best-selling book,
but here it is right here, folks. Right there.
But it's funny, I wrote this book for parents to give them words and language to talk to their kids about money. But a lot of parents are telling me, you know what, I'm reading it and I'm pretending I'm reading it for my kids, but it's really for myself as a grown-up. We're not taught this in school. Yeah. We really weren't. So educating yourself about Roth IRAs, which I talk about, or 401ks, or how you have to not get into credit card debt. A credit card's a loan. Teaching those facts to yourself, making sure you understand them, and then passing them along to your kids as young as 3 years old.
Wow.
When it comes to understanding money, you know, little kids, they don't understand 401ks, but they understand their needs versus wants. When I give money, I get something back, so they understand exchange. And by 7 studies have showed us that kids are sort of set in their ways. Some of that delayed gratification or impulse control is already set. So that's a sweet spot between 3 and 7, talking to kids. And then 8, 9, 10, use everyday moments. I'm buying a car. I'm going to negotiate on the interest rate. You know, we hope to buy a house. We're really saving up for that.
Right.
Bringing kids into those decisions.
I imagine math anxiety has a lot to do with this. I'm not a math genius, but it's basically adding and subtracting, right?
Absolutely. You don't have to be great at math to be great at money. And it's very important to keep that in mind. A lot of it's anecdotes. When we explain to kids, well, if you save up, you know, our neighbor who saved money and they didn't have a lot, but they always put aside a certain amount, look at that person. They were able to buy the boat they really wanted. Or giving a kid a goal, you know, I want to get a new Lego set. Let's set it up. And it is not trigonometry. And I think that sort of linking math anxiety to money is a mistake, because it's not necessarily the thing that helps you be good at money. It is the basic understanding how, you know, you have money coming in, money going out, and you don't want more to go out because then you're in debt.
I'll tell you this, though. I have a cousin who has a 1- and a 3-year-old, and she would love this book. How do you find the time to read the book to make sure that you know how to teach the lessons to the kids?
I made it very easy in that it's divided up into sections. So there's the preschool section, the middle school section, the elementary, the high school.
So you don't have to read the whole book all at once.
Don't have to read the whole book.
Good.
It's broken out. So
and just real quickly, because we only got about 30 seconds here, you mentioned something about boys and girls are taught different about money.
Yeah.
How so?
That was a big surprise for me. Studies have found recently, 2016, that we talk to boys about money more than we talk to girls. And I think part of it is modeling. If the Fed study showed that men are the ones doing the investing and savings, then girls aren't seeing that role model. So it's really important to be mindful of that and make sure we're talking to girls. You know, one really smart dad said to me, yeah, I joke with my daughter about her shopping, and I talk to my boy about stocks. So you want to be aware of that and not do that, and make sure to spread the wealth equally.
That way she won't be calling home saying, Daddy, I need money to pay this credit card.
There you go. You have a vested interest in making sure your kids understand that.
Absolutely.
All right, Beth, thank you very much. Let's talk about how people can meet you today. You can see Beth today at MommyCon. which is happening out in Rosemont, 9:30 this morning, so not that far away.
Yeah.
All right, the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont. She's talking about how we teach boys versus girls about money. We'll be right back.
Value City Furniture presents how to buy the